G'day gang, Game Malichor down here, how you going? Back in the world, yeah, of GreedFall. Kurt? Alright, we're gonna go through this door. Let's do that.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
What? What? Why did you just walk into a wall? Okay. I imagine she wants us to go upstairs. Bit of a Blair Witch moment. Okay. Hello there, lady.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact? It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Okay, learn more about... Let's have a look at that. Learn more about the Naut contracts. Well, let's exit, I suppose. She's still facing the wall. Maybe that's just a thing she has to do. Part of her duties. Alright, we go. So we're going back to Captain Vasco. Thank you very much. Just go around looting things. I was just sitting there. Nobody said I couldn't take it. Out of my way, guys. Come on. Come on, we've got to go places. We've got places to be. Oh, they're burning all the diseased bodies, I guess. All the dead. Gold coins, a little bit of some ammo. I wonder if I jump over here whether those guys are going to be back. Nope, they're definitely dead. They're definitely dead. Don't have to worry about respawn.
Sir, are you ready to leave?
Not quite. I still have a few errands to run for my uncle. What about you?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Inquire on Madame Fontaine. Ask about the contracts.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is sea-born. He is a Nord from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. And we are his only family.
Ask Mr. Alright.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone
Yeah.
who's not a Nords?
Well, this guy right up here.
Like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here.
Yes? Well, how can your old professor be of service to you?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Discover where Jonas is detained. I imagine we're going to go back to see her. Back to the house. I don't know if you get that quick travel option all the time, or if it's just like I haven't had it yet, or since that main quest we completed. Maybe you don't get it for side quests. Having said that, it's really not that far to get back to where we need to get to. Note to the attention of the servant. Alice, I would like you to prepare several meals and bring them to the warehouses we own on the canal. My husband will have to work there with his clerk and his men for a few days, so make sure there is enough food for everyone, and be discreet. We do not want other families to know about what is happening.
This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
I guess we shall.
Might I help you, sir?
I need to be going. Farewell.
Back to scrubbing that wall, I'd say. Alright, so what do we got here? Find a way to free Jonas. Okay, down by... over here. Fontaine family warehouses. Looks like we got 2 entrances. Got a front way and a back way. Imagine the back way is the way to go. Perhaps a little less noticeable. Easier for us to sneak through. Let's try it. We'll go have a look at it. Unless you need some special ability to use it or a key or something. Be a little bit more discreet.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin?
Oh!
To my help! And to the others!
Level 3!
Move away!
Okay. Right. Still not sure how I feel about killing those dudes. Not sure how I feel about that. Fontaine family house. I'd rather have just like put the arm around the neck and just squeezed. Made him go unconscious, slump to the floor. But eventually they wake up again.
It's here that our man keeps his son. Abusive fathers.
I don't have the key.
We're gonna have to find it. We'll take it by force. So you hit it in one of these barrels. Couple of guards out there that they don't see us. Seen or heard of us, or heard us rather.
It's not possible just now.
Picking, lock picking. Okay, nothing that we can do here. We're gonna have to go through that. Through that door over there. Actually, can we chat to him through the... Oh, we can't talk to him, alright. I'll be back soon, cabin boy.
To me, gods! Take no fear! To my help! To the others!
Come on, come on. I'm ready to parry. Everyone dead? Everyone asleep? Okay. Gold coins. Officer's heavy gloves. Yes. Here we go, that's the key. That'd be the way up. Hopefully this unlocks what we needed to unlock.
Who are you?
My name is de Fradee. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
I'm extremely sorry to have to tell you this, Jonas. He preferred to fight to the death rather than allow you to leave. He left me no choice.
How tragic. The poor man. What madness overcame him? And the woman, my mother, she'll be all alone now.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to the ship. I'll see you there.
Whoops. But, come on, what kind of dad just gives up their kids for cash? And... anyway. Anyway, we did what was required, right? Still got to lockpick that. Thought we might be able to use that key, but I guess the key's been used. So we'll just go out this way, I suppose. I mean, I could probably go up top and have a look around, but I don't really feel right killing any more soldiers. I think they're just doing their job, right? I mean, they know the risks. Got that guy in a barrel. Anyway, up and over. So we'll leave them be. But let's have a look at this gear that I picked up. Oh, we got a point we can spend here in the skills. One-handed blades, yes. We spent one there. I think we'll just continue with that. Also firearms would be nice. Stasis completely immobilizes the enemy for the duration of the effect. Receiving damage will cancel the effect. Useful to temporarily neutralize a strong opponent and give you time to eliminate the others. That's pretty good. I have to look into that one, but for now I think I'll just upgrade this again. Attributes. Nothing there, nothing there. Okay. Oh, sorry, the reason I looked in there was actually to have a look at the inventory. Some gloves. Magical resistance. So it's the same armor, but it's of a higher quality. Just hang on to that. Sailor's cloak. That is a bit of an upgrade there. 48. Throw that on. So I haven't found a back piece. Oops, no, I wanted to give you this. Because you've got 24. It's a high quality. And you, sir? What do you got? 48? Oh, okay. Quality's lower. And there you have that. Get yourself a felt hat. Alright. Get moving. Go inform Captain Vasco of the good news.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat?
Sir, are you ready to leave?
Not quite. I still have a few errands to run for my uncle. What about you?
My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Be back soon, Captain.
Might I help you, sir?